Hey, good morning again. Okay, I'm going to show you some Temu makeup brushes I got. Understand that very often their pictures and photography do not match the item you're getting in the mail. They just don't. I'm sorry, they don't. The pictures of the models wearing the dresses, for instance, I didn't order any because I saw this so consistently, is that the dresses look gorgeous. I'm like, dang, I'm going to order a couple of those at that price. My gosh, I didn't find a dress under $50. And some of them were just darling. But as I went through the reviews, people would show a picture of the dress itself. Or if you go through, even spin through some of the pictures of the item that they post, you'll find one photo where it looks like, oh, that's what you're going to get in the mail. Where, you know what I'm talking about. So I have not ordered dresses, but I did order some of those bras that are supposed to be like sports bras, but they're just comfy bras. I don't think they were advertised to be sports bras per se. I wish I could remember the ad. I'd have to look it up. But you know what I'm talking about. You can buy just bras that are just like this, right? So I ordered some of these, and I'm very happy with them. Now, the first lot that I ordered of 3 were extra large, and they were way too tight. I am 5'7" and 135 pounds, and extra large was just too tight. There's nothing in there for you. Thank you. You're getting awful sassy this morning. Sorry about that. So I ordered again and got extra large. And because I am a creature of habit, I don't like to have to think about my clothes. All my clothes are black or white or gray. Oh, hi. Look at that. Oh, you found another one. Look at that. Okay, jump. Go on, jump. Let's go. So I ordered enough where I can just take them off, especially in the summer. I'm not going to wear something twice when I've been out in the yard working and sweating. I wanted to show you that I got several, I bought several packages of 3. I have one on right now. I washed one set. So here, and then here's the other end. You know, their quality control isn't top notch, but just like the sleeve lengths probably aren't exactly the same, but they're kind of like, oh my goodness, they're not they're not exact, but the material is so stretchy. That's all I'm looking for. I just want something that's going to keep them from flapping on my tummy, and that I can throw in the washer and not feel guilty about it. Those bras cost less than $3 a piece, I think. I got them on, they'll have these little sales. If you have something in your basket long enough, it will either come on sale or they will show you something, same exact product, just packaged a little different or a different color, and it will be a better price. That's something I learned as well with Amazon. Used to do that. I don't know if they do it anymore. I haven't had that benefit from Amazon in a long time, but Temu is working it. They are really designed to go after people who have ADD or ADHD. Here's something else I ordered. I'm excited about this. This is a tea strainer. Look how big that is. I can put that in any mug I own because of the size. Whoops. I haven't washed that yet. I did not mean to touch my coffee. Okay. That's all right. It must have been just a drip. But look at how fine the holes are. Can you see? Huh. Let me see. I don't think you can see how fine the holes are. Oh, there you go. See how fine the holes are? Yeah. You can almost see through it. That's great. Because when I have loose tea that I want to put in there, I don't like all the debris in there. It takes the fun out of it. This was under $3. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with that. Under $3. Now, I'm going to show you something else I got. These are, I could have put this on one of my favorite things. These are one of my favorite things. I got these 3 bottles, I know, for under $3. I guarantee you. Because but these are travel size. You could take these on airplane. I forgot what the 150 milliliters is what you can take, I think. I don't remember for sure. But here's the deal. I use these all day long. You know, I've shown you this bottle. I have water and some lavender in it. And lavender is a natural antiseptic. And so I'll spray down my eyeshadows, on my brushes. I spray this on just about everything. I'll just spray it just because I want to. But one of the things I also like to do is I like to put separate bottles. Like I'll put one that has rose essence, which is very expensive. And I'll maybe add it to some rose water from, oh, what's that? It's not very expensive, but it's rose scented. But rose is supposed to be very calming, especially to skin that's thin and wrinkly and dry. It helps a lot. So I'll put something like that in. And I have it by my desk when I'm working. And in between clients, I'll just spray myself. And it just smells and feels so good and refreshing. And then it adds a little moisture to my skin. Right? And the other one, I will have... I have tea tree oil with some water in it so that anytime there's a scuffle with the, playing with the dogs who are pretending to fight, I'll have some tea tree oil and I will spray that all over or on my legs if I'm working outside and I get a little scruffy. But I keep tea tree oil mixed with water on hand all the time, never without it. And then I'll have another one that will have just the right combination of different scents that I have that I'll experiment and play with so that I can spray it on my pillow or spray it on my nightgown before I go to bed. And sometimes I'll spray it throughout my hair just to give it a nice fresh feeling when I lay my head on the pillow so it doesn't, you know, smell like the day. I don't like washing my hair all the time. And something else I love having is these little, you know, I showed you before how I reuse these containers. Like this has my CeraVe, so I have the big jar in the bathroom and I just reuse this small one. So whenever I refill a reusable one, I'll use my black marker and put a note on the top. I use this one. I love this makeup, but I have some other makeups that come in a tube that are kind of a pain for my bursitis. So I just squeeze them and fill this jar in. I had this jar. It was a cover up, and I ended up putting lipstick in here so that I can use it for touch-ups with my lips, cheeks. So, Temu had these little teeny weenie, and I've done this for years, reused things. Look, I don't know how many's in here. I can't remember. I think 10. And here's what they are. Tiny little containers with tiny little lids. Is that not the cutest thing? It is. It is a cute thing. Look, it's as big as my thumb. Now, here's what's great about these little guys. I like carrying a big purse because I like being Mary Poppins. I like having everything in my bag. Dog leash, extra bottle of water for him or me, makeup, in case of touch-ups, in case I fall on my face out in the wet grass. I don't know. I just like having that stuff with me. My wallets, insurance. But I like them in smaller containers so I can find them easily. When it's a great big wallet, I always feel like when I go to a store and a woman or a man pulls out a wallet that has their whole life in it, that always has made me feel uncomfortable. That did not last as long as I thought it would. Wow. Do not buy that toy. Oh my goodness. Can I have that? Can I have that? Can I have that? I know. Let me have it. Where is it? Did you swap? You're a little shit. Give me that. Give it. Now, I don't want him to bite me. Oh, what a mess. Okay. He's happy for now. Anyway, I love these for keeping things separate. I don't like everything all. Now, I could have one little Ziploc bag that has several of these in it. One for emergency medicine. People do not understand that sometimes you need to make, Mary Poppins again, I like carrying at least 8 Benadryl. So that if someone's having an epileptic issue and they don't have an EpiPen, the least we can do is give them a handful of Benadryl. And it's for me too. I sometimes get an allergic reaction to things that make me welt. Just looks like somebody scratched me. And the itching can be horrendous. And the itching is always in my private parts or on the bottom of my feet or on my hands. Ah, it's maddening. Now, for me, it doesn't happen very often anymore. But I've just always felt like the story I heard years ago that stuck with me was that this young lady was having an allergic reaction and someone had just came from the store and had a bottle of Benadryl and just had her drink it before her tongue got too big. The timing was perfect. She drank it down, and within 20 minutes, you know, the ambulance was there, but she was already feeling better. Wow. So I love that. Plus, I have high blood pressure. So if something would happen, I'd have some medication. And I think it's important for people, not to make anybody paranoid or anything, but if you have a child or if you have a serious illness or a health condition where if you don't get your medicine, it could cause long-term damage. You don't know if you're going to accidentally get deserted somewhere, kidnapped, locked in an elevator. But if you have your bag, if you have your Mary Poppins bag, just use your spit and swallow, right? One of the things that I do too, and I like having several of these, and I only have 2 right now, but I put Vaseline in here, and then I will mix a lipstick color, and this is how I do it. I'll show you. So, let me wipe this out. Where's my... So I'm going to have that. I'm going to scrape off some lipstick. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now, I'm going to fill up the rest with Vaseline. And I'm going to mix it with the end of a stirring utensil or the end of the tweezers, you know, just so it doesn't scratch the bottom of the plastic too much, right? And that is going to be a lip gloss, or what I call chapstick. I love that, right? That'll be beautiful. And I will carry that with me everywhere. I'll have one by the TV where I sit to watch TV. I'll have one of these at my desk. And he's having a grand old time. But yeah, later I'll put some Vaseline in here and we will be good on that. Yay! I love that. Okay, now we're going to look at makeup brushes. So once again, the pictures do not look like the product. This makeup brush looked so big. I thought, you know what, that'll make a great foundation brush. You know, I don't use foundation brushes very often because I don't like wasting product in the brush. But this one also has, I don't know if you can see it. Look at that. See that hole? That's where you're supposed to put your foundation, I guess. It sucked me in. I just have to try it. But look at that. That is... I like it because some of these makeup brushes I have are so long that the makeup gets just so lost in there. And these were never firm like this one. I think this will be fun to use. I love this. In concept. We'll see what it's like in real life. And I will get rid of this other one. It needs to get washed. And if I don't like how it looks once it's washed, I will throw it away. I only buy cheap, inexpensive brushes. And I will repurchase ones that work for me. And I really like, it's like an extra bonus if you wash them and they work out well. Here's another one. Now, if you just put in, now this would be good for, see, I'm not a fancy makeup person, but I just think that's fun. It's teeny. Look at, it's not very big. And I can see it starting to flare out. It's not staying firm and straight up. It's already starting to flare, just playing with it. So we'll see what that's going to be good for. I don't know. But you know what? For 78 cents or 79 cents, whatever it was, so what? That'll be fun. And I know this was, because I decided I was going to buy a bunch of stuff for like $2 between the dog toys and these little trinkets, except for that tea thing. That was more expensive, like $3 something. And I bought one other thing, but, what was it? Oh, the bras. Okay. Okay, so here's another one. The pictures do not look the same at all. These look huge on, look at that packaging. Isn't that cute? They want to keep those bristles in. This looks so big. But, so you can use that for whatever you want. Well, it's soft as air. I can tell you that. It's soft as air. So I'm looking forward to that one. Yay. And here's one. These are advertised to be big and plush, and the pictures of them are big and fluffy. They come in different colors. Once again, they put this little guard on it. Okay, this is so flimsy. I've seen reviews on some of this stuff and people just ooh and ah. And I get it. If you haven't had good brushes before, this is kind of fun and cute and fancy. It's like having a magic wand or something. But to me, this is so flimsy. I'm not quite sure. Let me put it in my powder. Let's see what this does. It just seems so flimsy that it's like I don't know that it's really. Reminds me of one of those dusters you would use on furniture or on your keypad to your computer, because it's so there's like no density, and it's, I don't know. I just don't think that's going to be much. We'll see. We'll give it another shot. And this is another one of the brushes that looks a lot like the other one, but I guess it's a different brand. And it looked big and fluffy. And I thought, oh, well, you can't have too many makeup brushes at that price. We'll just slide that off. Looks like it's from the same company, but that's another thing Temu does, is that they'll make it look like they're from a different company, and they'll be priced differently. That's true story. I've purchased several things, or I researched several things on there looking at them, like the bras, for instance. Like I said, they'll be the exact same bra. Just enlarge the pictures. They have some of them that are like $2 a piece. No. Thank you. No. You stubborn little shit. No. But yeah, I could see this being a good foundation brush. It's nice and short. The bristles don't go too deep for a lot. I mean, some bristles actually go so deep that you get lost. The makeup and stuff gets lost in there. Matter of fact, I'm gonna. Oh, this does go pretty deep. All right. So much for that. If they're tight, pretty tight. So this might last a while. As far as keeping it clean, you know what? I really don't think that brushes can be as clean as I would want them to be, because I know physics says product and water get down in here. You just saw this go down in there, right? So what do you think is down in there? once it gets in there, I don't want that stuff coming up on my face. This might look clean, but I don't know what's underneath kind of seeping out. I don't think anybody's ever died of it. I don't know that anybody's ever gotten a rash from it. That's not what it's about. It's about me getting the heebie-jeebies. So I'll use a brush long enough. If I wash it and I can keep the water from going up in there, if I can get it clean, and then I'll dry it really good, air dry it in the sun, and then if it's in a good enough condition, I'll keep it and use it another time. I just don't have good luck with makeup brushes, reusing them. So let me know what you think. Side by side. Are these two from a different company? No. I think, like the bras, they're just, the workmanship isn't the same. Like, see, this isn't like, I think they just stuffed them in there a little different because quality control wasn't there. I don't know. Maybe it is two different companies. They're just using some of the same products. I know I sound like I'm complaining, but I'm not. I'm going to tell you why. I'm not complaining because I love makeup. And I'm going to use these things. And they were so inexpensive. I got some shopping therapy done. And I'm happy and proud. And I'm going to wash a couple of my makeup brushes. I am going to give this a shot, but I have a backup brush in my makeup box somewhere, and I'll tell you what they are. They're Wet n Wild brushes. I love me some Wet n Wild brushes. They're perfect. They're fine. They're affordable. But I think that's all I have for you right now. I'm going to get back to work and get some things done in the house, so it looks like I did something today. This was fun. Ooh, I love this. I just wish I had your input to tell me what your experiences were, what you've thought of different products. And do you think it's fun buying inexpensive little things just to experiment with? And sometimes you get lucky and hit the jackpot. Like I'm telling you what, the prices of these, you can't beat it. And remember, a couple weeks ago, I bought this little makeup set. It's called Sweet Mint. I love these neutral colors. I use them all the time for work. And then I might put a little darker on the fattest part of my eye. But on days off, like tomorrow, I'll just use it alone. But I have been using it for eyebrows. Eyebrows is for another day. All right. Bye for now.